Good evening, everyone. My name is Anupriya Shukla, Senior RM, Commodity and Currency from HDFC Securities. I would like to welcome you all for today's webinar. And the topic for today's webinar is monthly outlook on commodities. And I have with me Mr. Saumil Gandhi, Research Analyst from HDFC Securities. So for the first half, I'm going to cover like basics of commodities, and afterwards we will be discussing about what is the monthly outlook on commodities. So let's begin. So we'll be starting from very basic. हम लोग आज बात करने जा रहे हैं कमोडिटीज की, और आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है वो है हमारा मंथली आउटलुक क्या है कमोडिटीज के ऊपर। तो हम बहुत बेसिक से स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम लाइक लॉट। लॉट क्या होता है? जो लोग बहुत बिगिनर हैं कमोडिटी में, वो इस चीज को ध्यान से देख सकते हैं और समझ सकते हैं, और कमोडिटी में ट्रेडिंग स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। तो लॉट क्या होता है? लॉट इज द मिनिमम क्वांटिटी टू बी परचेज और सोल्ड। कम से कम कितनी क्वांटिटी हमको खरीदनी या बेचनी पड़ेगी कमोडिटीज के लिए, इज नोन एज लॉट। देन कम्स द मार्जिन सिस्टम। मार्जिन सिस्टम क्या होता है? व्हाट इज मार्जिन? So this is the minimum amount to be invested for buying and selling a commodity. कम से कम कितनी अमाउंट हमको इन्वेस्ट करनी पड़ेगी किसी भी कमोडिटी को खरीदने के लिए, is known as margin. Then comes mark to market. Mark to market क्या होता है? Mark to market is the difference between the sell or buy price to the current price or the closing price of the day. Then comes what is a contract. जो commodities होती हैं, they have different multiple expiry dates, जिसे हम contract कहते हैं। एंड वी कैन से कि एक एग्रीमेंट होता है जो एक बायर और सेलर के बीच में होता है फॉर अ म्यूचुअली एग्रीड प्राइस एंड टाइम पीरियड। देन वी हैव फ्यूचर डेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सिस्टम। So now we will move to like what are the product specification and commodities. So as we all know कि commodities हमारी तीन main चीजेस में divided है, that is bullion, base metals and energy. तो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट बुलियन, तो बुलियन में हमारे पास चार कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हैं गोल्ड के, जिसमें गोल्ड आता है और सिल्वर आता है। तो गोल्ड की अगर बात करें तो हमारे पास चार कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स हैं गोल्ड में। देन वी हैव सिल्वर, जिसमें हमारे पास तीन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स हैं। सो फर्स्ट वी विल गोना डिस्कस अबाउट बुलियन। तो बुलियन की अगर बात करें तो सबसे पहले गोल्ड का जो सबसे बड़ा वाला कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, दैट इज फॉर 1 kg एंड वी डिनोटेड एज रुपीज पर 10 ग्राम। और 1 रुपए के टिक साइज पे हमारा 100 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है। ये हमारा गोल्ड का सबसे बड़ा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है। और अगर हम इसमें मार्जिन की बात करें तो अराउंड 9.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमको देना पड़ेगा। देन कम्स गोल्ड से सबसे बड़े गोल्ड के बाद जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आता है वो हमारा गोल्ड मिनी का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है, जो 100 ग्राम का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, जिसे हम रुपीज पर 10 ग्राम से ही डिनोट करते हैं। और 1 रुपए की टिक साइज पे 10 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है इस पर। और अगर मार्जिन की बात करें तो सेम 9.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा। ये बड़े वाले गोल्ड से छोटे वाला गोल्ड का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, जिसे हम गोल्ड मिनी से बोलते हैं। अगर गोल्ड मिनी से भी छोटे की बात करें तो देयर इज गोल्ड गुनिया, जो हमारा 8 ग्राम्स का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, जिसे हम रुपीज पर 8 ग्राम से डिनोट करते हैं। और 1 रुपए के टिक साइज पर 1 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है। और मार्जिन की बात करें तो 9.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा। और अगर सबसे छोटे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की बात करें, दैट इज गोल्ड पैटल, और ये हमारा 1 ग्राम का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, जिसे हम रुपीज पर 1 ग्राम से डिनोट करते हैं। और 1 रुपए के टिक साइज पर 1 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है। और मार्जिन की बात करी जाए तो 9.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा। तो ये हमने बुलियन में गोल्ड के डिस्कस किया। तो ये गोल्ड के हमारे चार कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का हमने अभी डिस्कस किया है। नाउ वी विल मूव टू सिल्वर। तो सिल्वर की बात करें तो सिल्वर में हमारे 3 कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स आते हैं। और अगर सबसे बड़े कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की बात करें तो दैट इज फॉर 30 kg, and we can see like we can denote this by rupees per kg, and for the tick size of 1 rupees we have a profit and loss for 30. And if we talk about the margin, then we have to pay like around 12.75% of margin. Then sir बड़े वाले सिल्वर से छोटा जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, that is known as silver mini, and that is for like 5 किलो का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, we denoted as rupees per kg. And if for the tick size of 1 rupee, there is a profit and loss for 5 rupees. And then we can see like the margin, for the margin we have to pay like 12.75%. Then comes silver micro. That is for 1 kg contract, and that is the smallest contract of silver. And we can see we can denote it as rupees per kg. और अगर हम टिक साइज की बात करें तो हमारे 1 रुपए के टिक साइज पर 1 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है। और अगर मार्जिन की बात करी जाए तो अराउंड 12.75% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा. So now we have discussed about bullion so far. Now I'm going to discuss about बेस मेटल्स. तो बेस मेटल्स की अगर बात करी जाए तो सबसे पहले हमारा आता है कॉपर, जो कि हमारा 2.5 टन का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, जिसे हम रुपीस पर केजी से ही डिनोट करते हैं. और अगर बात करें 0.05 के टिक साइज पे 125 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस इस पर है. और अगर मार्जिन की बात करें तो अराउंड 9.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा. तो कॉपर के बाद अगर हम किसी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की बात कर सकते हैं बेस मेटल में, तो दैट इज एल्यूमिनियम. एल्यूमिनियम का जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है वो 5000 किलो का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, जिसे रुपीस पर केजी से डिनोट करते हैं. और 5 पैसा के पर टिक साइज पर 250 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है. और मार्जिन की बात करी जाए तो अराउंड 11.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा. और एल्यूमिनियम में भी हमारे मिनी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, तो जिसे हम एल्यूमिनियम मिनी के नाम से जानते हैं. और ये 1 किलो का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है और इसे रुपीस पर केजी से डिनोट करते हैं. 5 पैसे पर 50 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है. और मार्जिन की बात करी जाए तो सेम 11.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा. कॉपर और एल्यूमिनियम की बाद बात करते हैं जिंक की. जिंक का जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है वो 5000 किलो का है, सेम रुपीस पर केजी से डिनोट करते हैं. 5 पैसे के टिक साइज पर 250 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है. और इसमें भी मार्जिन अराउंड 11.25% का देना पड़ेगा. Then comes zinc का छोटा वाला contract that is known as zinc mini, that is for 1 kg and we denoted as like rupees per kg. और 5 पैसे के tick size पर we have profit and loss for 50 rupees and for the margin we have to pay like 11.25%. Then comes lead. लेड का जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है वो 5000 किलो का है, सेम रुपीस पर केजी से डोनेट करते हैं. 5 पैसा पर टिक साइज अराउंड फॉर द प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस फॉर 250 रुपीस. और अगर मार्जिन की बात करें तो इसमें लगभग 7.25% का मार्जिन देना पड़ेगा. देन कम्स लेड मिनी. लेड मिनी का जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है वो छोटा मिनी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, वो 1 किलो का है and we denoted as rupees per kg. And then for the tick size of 5 paisa we have a profit and loss for 50 rupees. और अगर हम बात करें मार्जिन की तो अराउंड 7.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा. सो फार वी हैव डिस्कस अबाउट बेस मेटल में कॉपर, एल्यूमिनियम, जिंक एंड लेड. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट एनर्जी, जो हमारा तीसरा सेगमेंट है कमोडिटीज में, दैट इज एनर्जी. एंड फॉर एनर्जी वी हैव टू. फर्स्ट इज क्रूड ऑयल एंड देन वी हैव एनजी, दैट इज नेचुरल गैस. सो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट क्रूड ऑयल, तो क्रूड ऑयल का जो हमारा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है दैट इज फॉर अराउंड 100 बैरल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. हम लोग देख सकते हैं नीचे स्लाइड में. एंड देन इफ वी टॉक अबाउट लाइक वी डिनोटेड एज रुपीस पर बैरल, और 1 रुपए के टिक साइज पे 100 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है. तो इफ वी कैन सी क्रूड का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, अभी हम एनर्जी में सबसे पहले क्रूड को कंसीडर करते हैं. देन फॉर इफ मार्जिन की बात करें तो 34.25% का ये क्रूड के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में हमें देना पड़ेगा. क्रूड में भी हमारे पास एक मिनी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है क्रूड ऑयल मिनी के नाम से, और ये हमारा 10 बैरल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, जिसे हम रुपीस पर बैरल से डिनोट करते हैं. और 1 रुपए के टिक साइज पर हमारा अराउंड 10 रुपए का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉसेस पर है. तो अब बात करें मार्जिन की तो अराउंड 34.25% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा. Then comes natural gas NG, that is 1250 MMBTU का साइज and we denote it as rupees per MMBTU. और टिक साइज की बात करें तो 0.1 के टिक साइज पर we have a profit and loss for 1250. And if we talk about margin तो around 18.49% का मार्जिन इसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा. नेचुरल गैस में भी we have natural gas mini का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट that is for like 250 MMBTU. Same we denoted as rupees per MMBTU, and for the tick size of 0.10 rupee we have a profit and loss for 25 rupees. And if we talk about margin, then we have to pay like 18.37% of margin on NG ka natural gas mini contract. So far we have discussed, we have covered all the contracts we have in bullion, base metal and energy. Now let's move to ऑप्शन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट स्पेसिफिकेशन. तो अगर हम ऑप्शन की बात करें तो हमारे पास कौन कौन से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है. वी कैन सी वी हैव अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ कॉपर, तो अगर देखें तो कॉपर का जो हमारा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, ऑप्शन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, उसका स्ट्राइक प्राइस वैल्यू इज 5 फॉर द टिक साइज ऑफ 0.01. If we talk about crude oil, we have an option. Then the strike price value is for the tick size of 0.10, we have a strike price value rupees 50. गोल्ड की बात करें, बड़े वाले गोल्ड की, तो वी हैव लाइक फॉर द टिक साइज ऑफ 0.50 वी हैव अ स्ट्राइक प्राइस वैल्यू ऑफ रुपीज 100. और इसमें हमारा गोल्ड मिनी है, ऑप्शन में अवेलेबल है, तो इसमें हमारा फॉर द टिक साइज ऑफ 0.50 वी हैव अ स्ट्राइक प्राइस वैल्यू ऑफ रुपीज 100. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट एनजी, देन वी हैव एनजी में हमारे पास दो, बोथ नेचुरल गैस एंड नेचुरल गैस मिनी दोनों हैं. तो नेचुरल गैस की बात करें तो फॉर द टिक साइज ऑफ 0.05 वी हैव अ स्ट्राइक प्राइस वैल्यू ऑफ रुपीज 5. देन वी हैव निकेल. For the tick size of 0.05, we have a strike price value of rupees 20. And if we talk about silver, then we have this tick size of for the 0.50, we have a strike price value of rupees 250. Then comes silver mini option contract, जो कि for the tick size of 0.50, we have a profit and loss for rupees 250. Then comes zinc. For the tick size of 0.01, we have a strike price value of rupees 2.50. And then the last one is crude oil mini option contract, that for the tick size of 0.05, we have a strike price value of rupees 50. तो ये हमारी ऑप्शन चेन है जिसमें हमारे कौन कौन से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हम लोग कमोडिटीज में प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. ये मैंने सारे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जितने भी अभी बोले, ये सब हम ऑप्शन में भी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. देन कम्स आवर ऑफरिंग्स टू यू. तो हम आपको क्या ऑफर कर रहे हैं, लाइक इन कमोडिटी ट्रेडिंग, हाउ कैन वी हेल्प यू. So the first one is like app-based trading, that is HDFC Sky, and we have recently entered into discounting brokerage, and for which we are charging around rupees 20 for per order. And if we talk about option trading, we are charging rupees 20 per order. इसके अलावा HDFC Sky is our ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म, आप वहां पर खुद जाकर ट्रेड डाल सकते हैं, और इट्स अ वेरी सीमलेसली इट वर्क्स. एंड आप चाहते तो मैं आपको एक डेमो भी दे सकती हूँ कि लाइक हाउ यू कैन डाउनलोड आवर ऐप, एंड आप वहां पे ऑर्डर कैसे डाल सकते हैं. अगर आप ऑलरेडी HDFC Sky यूज कर रहे हैं, देन यू कैन नो लाइक हाउ वी कैन ट्रेड एंड हाउ वी कैन order on Sky. Apart from that, for the people who have existing HSL account, we are offering you call and trade facility. Like there is a number I'm gonna provide in the chat box. आप वहां पर वो नंबर डायल कर सकते हैं, देन अभी आप कॉल एंड ट्रेड कर सकते हैं, एंड वेरी सून विल बी लाइव ऑन इन्वेस्टराइट एज वेल. तो तब तक, और जो बिल्कुल न्यू ट्रेडर्स हैं, लाइक जो कमोडिटी में करना चाहते हैं, दे कैन डाउनलोड HDFC Sky. सो उसके लिए कुछ भी नहीं करना है. अगर आप एंड्रॉइड यूजर है, देन गो टू प्ले स्टोर एंड डाउनलोड HDFC Sky, टाइप HDFC Sky and click on the download button there. And after doing this KYC, you can within 3 business days you're gonna have an account on HDFC Sky and you can start trading with us. And apart from that, if I'm gonna give you demo, like आपको कैसे, like very basic, कि आप कैसे ट्रेड डाल सकते हैं. तो जब आप लोग ये डाउनलोड करके आपका अकाउंट HDFC Sky में बन जाएगा, तो इट विल लुक लाइक समथिंग लाइक दिस. और अगर जो लोग ऑलरेडी यूज कर रहे हैं, तो मैं उनको एक बार बता सकती हूँ कि लाइक आप कमोडिटी में कैसे ट्रेड डाल सकते हैं. तो इफ यू कैन सी, I'm gonna give you one little demo on like how you can use Sky. So just see, the pages look like this, if everybody can see. So you just have to go to the search bar पर जाइए, वहां पर सिर्फ आपको लिखना है GOLD, and then आप इतना लिखेंगे तो गोल्ड में हमारे सारे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट खुल के आ जाएंगे आपके सामने. आप देख सकते हैं दिसंबर, अक्टूबर, जून, अप्रैल, अगस्त, जून और दिसंबर, है ना. ये आप जाके यहाँ पर क्लिक करेंगे. जैसे आपने फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने गोल्ड टाइप किया, ठीक है, और आप इस पे गए, देन दिस हैज टू बी एडेड इन योर इंस्ट्रूमेंट. अगर हम इसकी इन्फो पे क्लिक करेंगे, आप यहाँ पे पूरा देख सकते हैं कि ये कितने किलो का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, व्हाट इज द टिक साइज एंड ऑल द थिंग्स, इसकी एक्सपायरी कब हो रही है एंड ऑल, राइट. and then you just have to click on buy or sell. यहाँ आप बाय पर क्लिक करेंगे, आप अपनी क्वांटिटी यहाँ पर डाल देंगे और आप नीचे देख सकते हैं कि आपका मार्जिन कितना चार्ज हो रहा है। यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं ये नॉर्मल मेरा मैंने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डाला है, या मार्केट डाल सकते हैं हम, या जितनी भी आपको क्वांटिटी चाहिए फॉर वन लॉट साइज, देन यू कैन जस्ट इजीली क्लिक ऑन बाय। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, अगर हम गोल्ड मिनी में करना चाह रहे हैं तो जस्ट टाइप गोल्ड एम डालेंगे तो ये गोल्ड मिनी के सारे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आएंगे। और सिमिलरली हम वहीं बाय पे जाके आप देख सकते हैं कि आपको कितनी क्वांटिटी परचेज करनी है, आप डाल सकते हैं। और अगर हम बात करें ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग की, तो यू जस्ट हैव टू टाइप दिस गोल्ड PE। तो ये सारे ऑप्शन चेन के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स हमारे पास आ गए हैं, तो ये आप ऑप्शन चेन का डाल सकते हैं। सो इट्स वेरी इजी कि आप मतलब कोई भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आप अगर गोल्ड में करना चाहते हैं तो दिस इज कम्प्लीटली DIY, डू इट योरसेल्फ जर्नी ऑन स्काई वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग। तो आप आराम से जाके आप स्काई पे जाके ट्रेड डाल सकते हैं खुद से। सो ये एक छोटा सा डेमो मैं दे रही थी उनके लिए जिन्होंने ऑलरेडी डाउनलोड कर लिया है, उन्हें कोई दिक्कत ना आए इस वजह से। बट लेट्स कंटिन्यू जहां पर हम थे। इसके अलावा हम लोग क्या प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं आपको, is like fundamental trading and technical chart based trading. So we have a group on Telegram, we have a channel there, and with the name of HDFC Commodity and Currency. तो वहां पर हमारे जो एनालिस्ट हैं उनकी कॉल्स वगैरह, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट ऑल द व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द मार्केट, ऑल द ग्लोबल न्यूज आर पोस्टेड। तो आप वहां से भी बहुत आइडिया लगा सकते हैं कि मार्केट में क्या चल रहा है एंड ऑल। So we have a platform for that as well. Apart from that, then there is long-term investment, of course, and sovereign gold bonds and ETF, the exchange-traded funds. Then you can hedge and arbitrage. Physical delivery are also there, and offline trading, as I already discussed. कि HSL जो हमारा है, उसमें we are already have a existing clients जहाँ पर हमारी call and trade की facility है. And I'm gonna post the number on the chat box. लाइक जो क्लाइंट्स हमारे एग्जिस्टिंग हैं और वो कमोडिटी में ट्रेड डालना चाहते हैं, तो वो हमारे कमोडिटी डीलिंग डेस्क पे कॉल कर सकते हैं। वी हैव आवर डीलर्स देयर हु कैन प्लेस ऑर्डर ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द क्लाइंट। तो वी हैव दैट ऑप्शन एज वेल फॉर कमोडिटी ट्रेडिंग। एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, this is from my side. Thank you so much for being with me. Now I would like to call Mr. Saumil Gandhi, our research analyst, who's gonna discuss about like what is his market overview or monthly overview on commodities.
Thank you, Anupriya. Am I audible?
Yes, Saumil, you are audible.
Yeah. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I am Saumil, commodity analyst at HDFC Securities, and today I am going to share a monthly outlook on a commodity side. So let's start the presentations. Agenda for the webinar is like that. First, we will discuss last month price performance. Then we will see some macro updates. Then we will see some technical outlook on commodities, and lastly the macro event for the month of May. So we have seen a lot of volatility in commodity market, particularly in April months. So we saw high volatility in commodity market, particularly in bullion and base metal. We saw gold prices in the international market and domestic market surge to fresh all-time high, while silver price in international market rose close to the 2021 high, and domestic market silver price registered fresh all-time high. Apart from the bullion, base metal also showing strength in month of April. But we saw the bullion price failed to sustain those gain and retreat from the recent high after the FOMC meeting, and as the Fed chair Powell did not give any clear indication on interest rate cut and in further outlook on interest rate. and it looks like that Fed is still depend on the data and for the for changes monetary policy stance. So we have seen some profit taking in bullion, and lastly we saw that gold and silver closed with the gain of 6%. Gold price settled with the gain of 4%, and silver settled with the gain of around 6%. As the recent we have seen some macro data that is that like a PC price index data and yeah, non-farm payroll data. All these have some mixed picture for the bullion market. And in base metal, we saw the sharp turnaround after the multi-month of consolidation. We saw sharp rally in base metal, particularly zinc gained more than 20%, while just a minute, zinc gained almost 20%, followed by the aluminum and copper, which rose around 15 and 30% in the month of April. The key factor for driving up price are improving the macro condition in China, as we saw that PMI data from China improving. Also, March PMI data from US also showing strength. So China is the biggest consumer of a base metal, and if China showing strength, and its economy revive, it helpful base metal and crude prices also. So apart from the China's improved China's macro picture, supply side concern also push base metal price higher. Some there is we have so there is news from supply disturbance from various mining. So that will also help for in future base metal prices. Apart from the supply side concern, demand outlook also improve after the recent macro data and more positive sentiment. So all these factors drive base metal price higher for the month of April. While on the other side, energy market still performing under value, has, as we saw that crude oil prices decline after the three straight months of rally. April will be negative for April is a negative for the crude oil prices. Also, natural gas prices registered a fall around 1.5%. Crude and natural gas is continuously showing a weakness due to the mixed macro picture. We have seen that crude oil prices decline after Israel Hamas possibly deal. So geopolitical risk premium also reduce in crude oil price. Then apart from the geopolitical concern, higher US crude oil inventory and also weak demand outlook. All these factors drag crude oil price lower for April month. So now we see some macro update. Recently, last week, US non-farm payroll data showing weakness and showing weakness in the labor market. US unemployment rate is also tick up, and monthly non-farm payroll data also below the expectation. We see that this is the expectation for the non-farm payroll data, and this is the actual data. So, and this is the smallest gain in the 6 months. So it indicates that labor market now face some serious concern, and might be some weakness. So in labor market, wage growth also slow. So all these factors indicate the higher interest rate now impact the US economy overall. So it is crucial for bullion because sometimes the weak data push bullion price higher on expectation that Fed might cut earlier rate and Fed will start cutting rate earlier. So after US macro data, let's we see some Chinese macro update. Chinese macro update. If we see that this is the Chinese PMI data, so these PMI numbers we saw that finding a base here around and now starting the upward trajectory, showing some strength month on month. PMI data improving. So this is the clear indication which we saw recent rally in base metal. So due to the PMI data improve and it help base metal prices to recover from recent consolidations, and it is the strongest reading since March. If we see that last reading here, last year March around, we saw this reading. So this is the showing strength. PMI data reached to the almost 1 year high. Apart from PMI data, China's real estate sector also showing some improvement, and if real estate sector improve, it's help base metal prices and it help base metal consumption, improve base metal consumptions, and improving the rotation and start more base metal consumption if real estate is showing strength. This is the data of real estate loan provided by the Chinese people banks. So if we saw this last recent quarter, it's not showing any strength and uneven data we see. If we look at this last 3 quarter, it shows the negative amount, and if we saw the first quarter of 2024, it shows some strength, and after recent development and after recent steps taken by the Chinese government to boost up the real estate market, now it's showing some strength, and so this also help for the future demand outlook, particularly for the base metal. So this is some macro important update. Now we see some technical outlook on commodities. First we will see the spot gold outlook. So recently we have seen that gold prices made a high around 2031 in the mid-April, and now price starting to correction. So the year price faced the Fibonacci resistance levels, and now price showing some correction. So broader trend is still positive. If we look at this swing low and this swing low, this upward sloping trend line showing strength, and still trend is positive. But short term, our view is we will see some volatility in gold prices, particularly consolidation phase like see in this month, particularly for gold. And important support level, if we look at this 2237 support level, it act as a first support level. If price break this support and fall below, then 2180 will act as the next support level. And upside uptrend resume only above the price, if price will move above this high. Otherwise we may see some consolidation for this month. And long term overview is still bullish. So investor should use any correction, any deeper correction is a buying opportunity, and invest in long-term investor or medium-term investor can invest when we'll see deeper correction in gold price. So this is a good opportunity if you find a price around 2250 around price. So this is the good entry level when investor can enter for a long in gold. And traders and swing traders should trade play support and resistance for the month of May particularly. This is the MCX weekly gold chart. In MCX, we saw that price surged to almost 74,000 level in the month of April and start falling from this high. Currently price in a correction mode. If we see that last upswing 61,200 and 74,000, so these upswing and now price is entering into the correction mode. So we will see some consolidation and correction in price. We will see some deeper correction around 69,000 level. So again I said that if any deeper correction is a good opportunity for entering long in gold, because trend is still positive and we saw that after a 5 to 10% correction, gold price again start resuming the upward trend. So any correction is a good opportunity for entering longs. And important support level for the MCX gold is 69,080 and below that 67,580 will act as a next support level. On the resistance side, 72,785 act as a first resistance. If price cross this level, price will move towards 74,200 level. This is spot silver chart. We saw the sharp upside movement in particularly COMEX silver, but price failed to cross this previous high, which is made on Feb 2021. Price retest this high and fall from their level. So if we look at the monthly outlook, price broke a downward sloping trend line and still price above this trend line. So long-term outlook is still positive in silver. Short-term we may see some correction, and silver has a nature of high volatility. So we may see some volatility in silver prices, but our view is still bullish until price break below $24. So until then, we any dip is a buying opportunity in silver, and we may see some recovery around 2080.60 level and 29 odd levels. And important levels are support levels are 25.80 and below that 24.35 act as a next support level. On the resistance side, 28.55 and 30.09 is a resistance level. This is MCX silver chart. If we look at this, look at this resistance supply zone area, price broke this level and settle above that level, and we saw that fresh lifetime high registered in month of April, 86,128. Now price in a same correction phase, and here 79,528 act as a support level, first Fibonacci support level. This retracement is the upswing of 68,860 and 86,125. These upswings retracement are retracement levels are 79,520 and 77,490. So we may see some support. We may see some support around 79,000, and price might be recover from this support area and start moving upward side. On the higher side, 82,600 act as a first resistance. Above that, price will move towards 85,000. So our view in bullion is a little bit consolidation. We may see some consolidation in month of May after the recent rally, but overall trend is still positive, and any fall is a good opportunity for entering long. This is the gold silver ratio chart. If we see that current ratio trend is showing that gold is outperform overall compared to silver. And if we look at this recent downside move, so it shows that silver is currently is outperforming gold prices, but overall trend showing that gold is outperforming silver, and overall gold is looks better compared with the silver prices as per the ratio chart. So now let's see this M6 crude oil price chart. So M6 crude oil price mostly consolidation in broader range last 1 year. If we look at this swing high is it is 7,884 and this is swing low around 5,700. So price still consolidation in these broader zone, and recently price attempt to try cross this trend line but failed to sustain those gain because of the some macros update like some geopolitical concern is and higher crude oil inventory and so demand side issues. So all these macro because of this weak macro, price failed to sustain this gain and retreat from the recent high. So even price failed to cross this trend line and even previous peak. And same way on the downside, we see that price is still intact the previous swing low. So we may say that price is in consolidation zone, and the same trend will be follow until any breakout for either side. So next month, June month meeting, OPEC meeting will be there in next one, where they will decide second half production cut and so if any extended in production cut, that will help crude oil price to recover from low, and we may see some recovery in the second half of the month. Until then, our view first 15 session, our view is moderately bearish in crude, and we will see some downside support level 6,365, and price will fall around this area in coming days. On the higher side, 7,500 act as a resistance. Above that, 7,320 will act as a next resistance. So short-term overview is mildly bearish in crude oil, but later on, after correction over, we will see some recovery in crude oil price. So this is a natural gas chart. We saw the throughout this winter season, natural gas price continuous underperform and making a new low, forming new low, and because of the higher inventory level and lower export. So these are the key factor which drag natural gas price lower, and throughout this winter price saw weakness and bearish momentum. But nowadays recently price look like a short-term bottom out, and price forming a base around 130 to 140 level, and now showing us some recovery in natural gas prices. So our view is in natural gas price bullish for the month of May. We may see price will recover to 197 level, and maybe cross above 200 level, and may retest 250 resistance in the coming days. So our view is bullish in natural gas. One should buy on dips natural gas with the strict stop loss around 160 levels. RSI also showing a positive divergence. Here we say this low. If we see this low and this low, RSI is showing a positive divergence. So natural gas for the month of May, our outlook is bullish. Same way, this is the crude oil and natural gas ratio chart. If we look at this, in this all part, crude oil price outperform to the natural gas price. But the last week, if this is the weekly chart, if last week we saw that a sharp downside trick here because of the natural gas price surge almost 10%, while crude oil price closing lower. So these ratio chart indicate we missed some positive performance in natural gas price, and some negative performance in crude oil price in upcoming months. So this is the copper chart, copper weekly chart. Copper recently moved to the March 2022 high, which is around 886 levels, and now here is a strong supply zone and might be price face some resistance area, and some profit taking will likely to see around this area. So one should be cautious here, and if anyone long at a lower level, they will book partial profit around 880 levels. Overall trend is positive, and currently RSI also showing some overbought situations. So we may some consolidation and profit taking around 850 to 880 levels, and price will likely to consolidate in this 30 rupees range in the short term. So little bit cautious outlook on the copper due to the overbought price moving to the overbought territory. Overall trend is still up, and price is likely to cross this level. Then next rally will start in copper. So this is the zinc chart. If you look at this is the monthly chart. If we look at this last 12 month zinc price consolidated in a very narrow range, and in the month of April last month, sharp breakouts in the zinc price, and price move above this range and close above that. This is the positive sign. Uh, so we will see some further recovery in zinc price and follow buying in zinc, and price will likely to move towards 270 275 levels in coming days. In upcoming days, if price cross this resistance, then enter in the next resistance zone, which is around 293 295. So our view is bullish in zinc, particularly rather than copper. One should buy zinc and with the stop loss of 240 levels. And support is at 240 and 229 act as a support levels. So our view is bullish in zinc. One should go long in zinc if find some correction. 250 255 is a good area for entering in zinc price. For the upside target 272, and above 272 we'll see 290 odd levels. This copper zinc ratio chart, it shows the copper is continuous outperforming zinc price throughout the last 1.5 year. But nowadays this ratio is in consolidation zone, so it shows the zinc and copper both are performing and moving higher. So ratio showing a little bit overbought zone, and we will see some correction in this ratio chart if zinc price is outperform. Uh, so our view is a little bit bullish in zinc rather than copper, right? So this is the this month major macro data schedule. So if you look at this week various Fed members speak, which will impact the bullion prices, because the after the recent non-farm payroll data, Fed speeches will be very important. Fed speech will very important because they provide some insight about the interest rate cut outlook. And apart from this Fed member speech, major important data is US CPI data in 15th May. After CPI, building permit, industrial production also important for base metal prices outlook. On the China side, 17 May, house price and industrial production and retail sales data schedule. On the apart from the China, US, from the US side, global manufacturing new home sales data also important, Michigan consumer sentiment data importance, and lastly PCE price index, because after the recent data, these major data will play crucial role in shaping the rate cut outlook If there is a significant deviation from the forecast, if any above data, we may witness a significant volatility, particularly in gold, silver, and base metals. So please keep track these all data they will helpful for the trading. So this is all from my side. Thank you. Over to you, Anupriya.
Thank you, Saumil. Thank you for all the insights. So far we have discussed like what is the monthly outlook on commodities, and our research analyst has given you deep insights on that topic. So now I would like you all to send your questions because it is the time for Q&A. आपका कोई भी प्रश्न हो जो आप पूछना चाहते हैं तो आप सभी चैट बॉक्स में डालिए, and then we'll try to answer all the questions. तो आपके we have like 10 more minutes. कोई भी किसी का प्रश्न हो तो आप प्लीज हमें बताइए और आप अपने चैट बॉक्स में डालिए. So we are waiting for all the queries, and till then yeah, we are waiting. So somebody is asking me the telegram link. मैंने अभी भेजा है, आपको रिसीव हुआ तो देन प्लीज कंफर्म. हाँ, मैंने आपके लिए लिंक भेजी है इस पर. सौमिल, एक क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट इज अ वेयरिंग मार्जिन रिक्वायरमेंट?
So particularly inform about any commodities.
Yes, for commodities, yes, like for all the commodities we have different margin. 5% margin variation, I think. Mr. Jagdish is asking.
I think he's trying to asking for the different variation in margin. So that is depend upon the broker to broker level. Some brokers have and there is a minor change. Some broker have a different margin and some broker have a different margin. So not a major. So margin difference is a little bit.
Yes. Okay. Yes, for the WhatsApp channel, yes, we do have a Telegram link, sir. मैंने अभी मैम को भी अभी आप लोग को एक लिंक भेजा है टेलीग्राम का, आप लोग उस पर क्लिक कर सकते हैं, then you will directly take into the our channel. So मैं एक बार फिर से भेज देती हूँ so that it will be feasible for all of you. मैंने फिर से लिंक भेजा है. Yes, we are waiting. और किसी का कोई भी प्रश्न हो आप पूछ सकते हैं कमोडिटी से रिलेटेड.
So here is this question, why percentage margin variation? So I told that that is depend upon the broker to broker and compliance policy. So variation is nominal. I don't think so there major difference in margin. Basically margin decided by the exchange, and on above the exchange some variations in compliance levels or RMS levels that depend upon broker to broker.
One more question, like how is the liquidity in the commodity market?
So there is a good liquidity on in commodity. All even we see see the base metal, energy pack or bullion pack. So there is a good liquidity, and we find a good bid ask spread also, and there is a good liquidity in even option. There is a good liquidity in energy options, crude oil option contract and natural gas option contract. No, so there is no any issue on liquidity, particularly on MCX.
Yes. We have so many queries. Wait, I'll tell you more. So at what price whether gold is a good?
So in international market, as I told, 2250 level is a good support area. If price correct that level, it is a good opportunity. Even though we will see some deeper correction, but that will be short lived, and price will recover from this kind of a sharp fall. And in MCX, 69,000 level is a good opportunity for entering gold.
And also they are asking, Saumil, like what do you think, like around 3 to 5 years, what will be the amount of gold? Somebody's asking.
For gold.
Yeah, and likely price in next 3 to 5 years.
So if you look at the last 5 year history, gold has given almost 30% return last 5 years CAGR. So if we compounded this amount, it will be move above 2500 in 2500 to 3000 level in Comex, and in domestic market around 80,000, above 80,000. So gold has given a 30 to 12% return in the last 5 years. So this is a we can expect this kind of return around 12 to 13% return.
Okay, one more question, Saumil. What's the average CAGR of gold, compounding annual growth of gold?
Yeah, I told 13%.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. Okay, thanks for confirming. Like I've already shared the link. Any more questions, anyone?
Okay, we can conclude.
Saumil, we have like 3 minutes more. अगर किसी का कोई प्रश्न हो, आप एक बार इस
Yeah.
HDFC Sky का QR कोड शेयर कर दीजिए यहाँ पर सभी के सामने, तो they all can scan it and start trading with Sky. और आपके कोई भी हो, आप प्लीज उनके साथ भी शेयर करिए Sky का. And we are conducting so many webinars, and हम रिसर्च एनालिस्ट को भी अपने साथ रखते हैं अपने वेबिनार्स में. तो आप लोग प्लीज जो भी नेक्स्ट हमारा टॉपिक होगा प्लीज ज्वाइन करिएगा. एंड Yeah, so brokerage charges for Sky is 20 rupees per order, sir. And for option as well. For FNO, we are charging 20 rupees. Okay, so everyone, okay, join the group. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. आप लोग अपने लोगों को भी बोलिए हमारा ग्रुप ज्वाइन करने के लिए. Like we have all the insights, what's going on the market and everything, and that is it. That is it from us. And stay tuned. We will gonna conduct so many webinar as well. So thank you, Saumil. Thank you so much for joining with me for today's webinar. And
Thank you.
have a good day, everyone. And yeah, we'll see you all very soon again. Thank you. Thank you so much.